Folks, today is Saturday, January 20th. We're looking in what I call the great room, and that's, it's got this cathedral ceiling. Remember, we were going to have 4 French doors, and we decided against that, thinking that it was a little bit too much. So we put a set of double hungs there, or 2 double hungs and 2 over here, and then we'll have 2 French doors in the middle. It's Saturday, and today we just got the windows put in up above there, those 2 trapezoids. John's brother Jim has something going on this afternoon. He's a school teacher, but he graciously drove here from Delano, which is probably, how far is Delano, Jim? 50 miles from here?
About 50.
About 50 miles. And Jim's a great guy. He has helped us out when we had our needs for heavy lifting. But I'm going to turn this off and, well, hell, I'll keep it on. Jim and I are going to go back outside, make life easier for John, right, Jim?
Absolutely. Gotta take care of him.
So we're into the big garage. I don't know if it was Jim or John that unloaded these 2x10s for the ledger board for in back on the deck. Was that you, Jim?
Oh, yeah.
Jim did. Yeah, Jim says I was manual labor. But yesterday we had the tax assessor come by, and he's somebody that I had dealt with on the valuation of our other home. For tax purposes, and a nice guy, very fair. Anyways, he came by. He had to see what our progress is, and so that happened yesterday. Yesterday, John and I worked on building the front porch, at least the decking part for it. We're still debating with Linda what our finishes will be, but you see there. I mean, there's John up there on a ladder. He's got a couple of rungs before he'd hit the very top. Jim, his brother, is on the right-hand side. So over here, that neighbor is doing a lot to their house too. They're putting an addition on and the like. The reason I'm walking this way is I want to give you a nice view of what the back of our house sort of looks like. There the boys are working. Those are the 2 windows we just put in. That one there and that one there, as well as the ones right underneath it, are the ones that we put in instead of having 4 sets of French doors. Now we're down to 2. 3 windows there are the living room. Over there on the top, that's our bedroom. So this is the lake side of the house. Still a hell of a lot to do, but we've certainly got a lot done. Over here, right there, that's what I call it a feature. It's like it bumps out. And so there will be a bump out on various points in the house where the siding will butt up to it. But it's more of a feature, something of interest, so to speak. I've talked a lot about the soffits that I've been putting up. I still have about 6 to 8 feet here. And then I have that whole ridge, and then over our bedroom. I'll probably wait. Oh, look at how John has to do that with reaching out like that. That's just dangerous as hell. I've been fortunate that these guys have, he's crossing from one ladder to another. I've been fortunate. Both of these guys, when Jim's around, they're real strong, and I don't have to do a whole lot of heavy lifting. Although I did help John lift most all these windows in. So I've gotten stronger. John showed me how to lift things smarter too. But, just looking at what he's doing there, that is one hell of a hard job. To keep your arms above you like that and for an extended period of time. I mean, my arms are getting sore here just holding the camera. But it's looking nice. It's really going to be a beautiful home when we get done. So he's just finishing up with his taping there to seal that window up. I'll take you up around the side over by Larry's house here. That's Larry. And sort of give you a view of the siding that we put up before Christmas. You see how this feature works is we've got this framing and we put a piece of smart side in there. We'll bring it all the way down, and then we'll trim it out on the faces and on the side that goes facing the siding. But there's our soffit. This is that east side. I still got a couple of vents to put in. But we put in the week before Christmas all this siding. This is actually just primed. We'll paint it in place. But what I like is all the detail. Here we've got these boards, and up above the windows there's boards. So it looks real nice. We'll have to come through and repaint stuff. Because here, you see, we end up having to screw this in with trim screws, they call it, and because we've got our concrete probably comes to here, and so what we did is we framed it out so that we'd be able to cover that concrete, but the framing is green treated lumber, and it's very, very dense, and a finish nail has difficulty going in. So we got a fair amount to do. We got to paint this, we got to putty holes and repaint the trim, finish this off. Here we're in the front of the house, street side. There's always a debate what the front of the house is on a lake house. Linda and I are purists, so we think the street side is the front of the house. John and I did this. It took us about 2 days to lay this deck out. And what this is it's the front entrance to the house. And there'll be a step up into the house, and then there'll be 3 steps down here. And we'll have, of course, the driveways that go into the different garages, and then sort of a sweeping concrete sidewalk, and then we'll have our wooden steps. There'll be a pillar here and a pillar here that come down. We'll have to wait until the spring thaw so that we can get footings put in for those. But the reason we wanted to get this deck on is now we can come through with our trim boards and our siding, build our corner features there and here, and just keep on moving around the house. Things I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna put some recessed lights in up in here. I'll probably, for instance, do one here and then move over to the next set of rafters, and so that's what I'll do up there. I'll put some recessed lighting in, and then I'll do the treatment with my tongue and groove 4-inch knotty pine. Oh, when the assessor came yesterday, he He says, what, do you own a lumber yard? He says, I've not seen tongue and groove soffits like that. It's just beautiful. And I says, well, remember, it was probably cheaper than if I had put on aluminum tin. So anyways, that's what John and I have been working on Thursday, Friday, and today, Saturday. Oh, he's just hosing that up. Now that material there, that's he doesn't like that for house wrap, but he uses it for these doorways because it does a remarkable job on keeping the wind out. But now just think, I was about a minute and a half ago showing you John up on top of that ladder reaching towards the window. The guy goes non-stop. All of a sudden he shows up out here. Oh, John, did you get that one? Oh, maybe we got that the other day. This corner was loose. The wind, I think, must have blown it. Yeah, I think it's still loose. But yeah, just a couple minutes ago he was up on a 28-foot ladder. So, well, that's it, folks.